What's up, Vikings fans? This is Chris Corso here. I am joined by one of the newest Vikings, and that's linebacker Troy Dye, the 132nd overall pick. And just getting to know you a little bit before the call, it seems like you're pretty excited to be a Minnesota Viking.
Man, most definitely. I'm super thrilled to be in the purple and gold. I mean, it means everything to be part of such a great organization and coming to such a great team and a great defense, and just hoping I can contribute in any way and just hopefully help improve the team.
What have these virtual meetings been like? Obviously, you're a rookie, so there's a lot of new things going on, new environment, a new virtual environment. So what has it been like to meet all your teammates on the computer?
It's definitely been different because you don't get to see that interaction face to face, shake hands, see everybody, get to know names to faces, and be able to pinpoint different things. But I mean, it's been a great. I've had a blast with it. I think the linebacker group itself has been super open and welcoming. All the vets have been super helpful, whether it comes to plays and stuff like that. They're loose with it. They accepted us right away, and they're just having fun with us. So it's been a blast so far, but it's definitely been different. A little bit longer meetings than I'm used to. So, but it is what it is. It's fun. It's different for sure, but I'm having a blast with it.
I think I might know the answer, but who is the teammate or teammates that you've been most excited to meet and learn from?
I mean, it pretty self-explanatory, but I'm really excited to get in there and really learn from Eric and Anthony and just have fun with it. I mean, both Erics. I mean, Eric Kendricks and Eric Wilson, even AB. So just trying to get in there and pick their brains because they played the game for so long and they've done it at a high level. And just get in there and just be able to just get little tidbits from them and just how to prepare like a pro, how to play like a pro, how to practice like a pro. Those are the things that I'm looking for and trying to just even if I'm just watching from afar and just see how they do things and just be able to have those type of people around me in that room is pretty awesome to have all pros and pro bowlers in your room already walking into it is pretty cool.
Has Eric or Anthony said anything to you that's like really stuck with you in these first couple of weeks meeting those guys?
Not necessarily yet, just because it's been just installs and stuff like that. So there's not really much we can talk about or get on the field and learn techniques and different things like that. But you can tell that they have a very good commanding control over the defense and they understand what they're doing. They know what the plays are. They understand where people got to be, and you need that in your leaders. And you need that in the people who are your rocks, your defense. So I just think just be able to just learn from those guys and how to study and how to get things down the right way is going to be beneficial to me in my career. And so I'm just looking forward to be a sponge and absorb all the knowledge I can.
So what have you been up to outside of football? I know this is a weird time. Have you been playing video games? Have you been going out for runs or doing some indoor workouts? What's been going on there?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working out, just trying to just find different things. I'm actually down at my mom's house right now, so she has a little gym in her house to work out at. So it's been pretty beneficial for me to have that here. I'm not a big video game guy. I'm not like most people in my age group. I don't even own an Xbox or a PlayStation, so I don't.
Wow.
I don't really even play video games. I love watching movies. I'm a big movie and TV series guy, so I just love watching just different movies and things like that. So I've been on Netflix and the Hulus and the HBO Goes, all those type of apps pretty hard, just like scouring, just waiting for something new to pop up every day. Like, man, just give me something new. Give me something new.
What
So
are you
that's
watching?
really what I've been doing. And just man, I just watched what was it, Sleeplessness last night? It was a really good one. It was super. It caught me off guard. I watched Den of Thieves, really good one. I got to start Ozark. Everybody's been telling me that Ozark's been a really good one, so I got to start that with my girlfriend. And but besides that, I just been hanging out with my baby because we just had a baby a little over a month ago. So we're just hanging out with him, just trying to get acclimated with him. So besides that, it's just been football, movies, and baby. So really, that's been my life for these past week and a half, 2 weeks, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
So you had a baby in April, then you're drafted by the Vikings about a month or two later. Are you like you're growing up right before everyone's eyes here. What has it been like?
Yeah. It's definitely been surreal. I mean, like you said, April was probably the craziest month of my life. I mean, April 7th, my son was born, and then April 25th, I was drafted. So within a couple of weeks, I was knowing where I was going to live for the next year or two, and it's been a blast. I mean, just be able to just see the transition, just to see the new walks of life, and just how how things are changing, like whether it's buying baby formula and diapers and not understanding like how expensive that kind of stuff is, or learning a new playbook and just trying to get acclimated, trying to find a spot to live in Minnesota, just different things that contribute that you're not usually used to coming from college. So it's definitely been a big grow up moment for me, but I've enjoyed it because I think I have a good counterpart in my girlfriend, Mackenzie. So we've been working together really well. So I think just having her be my rock has been pretty awesome.
I went back and watched a little bit of your tape over there at Oregon, and man, it was impressive to see. You guys started out 4-8 your freshman year.
Yeah.
You lead the team in tackles every single season that you're there, and finish off with a Rose Bowl win that was about as dramatic as possible. What was it like just going through that, just bringing Oregon back to the top?
Like you said, it was definitely difficult going from 4-8 to Rose Bowl champions, but it was a fun roller coaster. I wouldn't change it for the world. I've met a lot of great coaches. I've met a lot of great people along my ride. I mean, I think Eugene is probably my second home because I just fell in love with the community, and I feel like I have a spot there for the rest of my life, no matter what. And it's just I've built so many friendships and so many relationships over those 4 years. It just meant the world to me. So to be able to go out with that senior class that I came in with and go out with the Rose Bowl, it just meant the world because we've been through so much. 3 different coaching changes, 3 different offenses, 3 different defenses, different scandals, different things going on with strength coaches and administration people, just different things that can distract people transferring, people getting kicked off. There's many things that can get you discouraged, and you can go 4-8 and 6-6 and then 8-4, and then your last season be 8-4, and you'd be okay with that. But I mean, it's just we had a different mindset and a different goal, and we made sure everybody was on the same page going this last year, and we made it happen.
So you had a knack for making big plays and big moments. I saw that interception with a cast on against Oregon in the Big 12 in the Pac-12 championship, and then you go on and have 9.5 tackles and a fumble, forced fumble in the Rose Bowl against Wisconsin. What was it like to just step up in those big moments? That was big for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think just when the big moments come, you have to step up. If you see yourself as a leader and as a big time contributor to your team, I mean, the saying is big time players make big time plays and big time moments. So I've always carried myself like that. If it's a big time moment, I really want it all to come down to me because I don't want to have that feeling like, man, I could have done something or I could have did it. If it comes down to me and I don't do it, then I don't do it. If I do it, then I do it. Like it's very black and white when it comes to that big time play. Either you do it or you don't do it, and that's kind of the way I carry myself, and I look for those moments. I live for those moments. I live to be in that big time spotlight, and I'm just looking forward to making some big time plays in Minnesota myself.
Do you know anything about Mike Zimmer's? I mean, you've learned a little bit about this double A gap blitz going on with the linebackers, but that's a big part of what the Vikings defense does. So how do you think your experience there with the Ducks will translate to the Vikings?
I think my experience at the University of Oregon is going to translate to the Minnesota Vikings in multiple different ways. I think having been coming from multiple defenses and having to pick up a playbook 3 years and in an off season every year in my career there, it kind of helped me when I'm making this transition into the NFL because I can pick up a playbook at the same speed I've been doing the past 4 years because I have to do it fast. And I think just being able to be in so many different schemes and seeing the defense that we're in now, there's some things that I've used before and that I can relate to. So it's helped me to pick up things a little bit faster. But I just think just the way that the team is coached is the biggest thing that's going to help me transition. I think we were fast, physical at Oregon, and that's the way that they want to do it in Minnesota. So to be able to just come in and just be in the same type of philosophy and just be out there and just play hard every play, like give it everything you got, and be about the team. Give everything you have for the team. Do your 111. Be a part of the team. Don't try to be a superhero. Don't try to be Superman. Do everything on your own. And that's the biggest thing. That's why I really fell in love with this defense so far, is because it's all about the team. It's all about one goal and one mission. And that's what team sports are about.
So there's a lot of connections with you and the Vikings and Oregon and the Vikings, starting with Adam Zimmer and Coach Mike Zimmer, who coached your brother at the Cincinnati Bengals, and they know your family pretty well. So what has that relationship been like? Adam Zimmer is a big fan of yours.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Zimmer's been awesome. I mean, we just talked about my brother today. He had talked to him the other day, and it's been awesome to be able to just have somebody to to go to if I want to call my older brother and just talk and be able to just like, okay, like how is coaching this type of aspect, and my brother has a lot of respect for Coach Zimmer and he loves him to death. So when I got that call, I was like, man, this is awesome. Like I know, like I have like somebody who knows like somebody from my family is kind of awesome. It's kind of surreal. It's kind of a small town, like a small world type of situation, but it's definitely awesome. I've been called Tony a couple of times in the meetings, but I don't pay no mind to. I mean, my parents still do that to this day. So if a coach makes a mistake once or twice, it's no problem. But it's been an awesome moment just be able to be in these meeting rooms with Coach Zimmer and be able to just learn from one of the best coaches in the game.
Absolutely. And I think your dad played some college ball as well. What was that like learning from him growing up?
Yeah, I mean, I started learning defenses and schemes at a very young age. I think I was about 7 or 8. Like, most Pop Warner kids learn how to hold the football and run through different things. And I was learning personnels and different offenses and different things of that nature. And I think that's been one of the reasons why like I fell in love with football is because from a young age, like I understood the concepts and schemes of the game. And I think my dad paid a big dividends to that. And I think without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And I think he's done a great job of raising me to be the man I am today.
So last year, the Vikings drafted Dylan Mitchell, a wide receiver out of the University of Oregon. I think you know him pretty well. What was that like to learn that your teammates in the pros with your college roommate?
Man, it was super crazy because me and Dylan had talked about it. Must have been 3 or 4 days before. Like, man, how crazy would it be if I ended up in Minnesota? Like, it'd be super awesome to be back. Like, because I mean, Dylan was the first person. Like, we both enrolled early at Oregon. Like, we were roommates. We've been roommates since 2016. So it's been super awesome to just know that I'm going back and have somebody that I know, and to have somebody that my girlfriend knows and be able to relate with too. So it's kind of cool to just go into a place where you're not just alienated and isolated, where you don't know anybody, and to be able to have a friend to be able to refer you to places and see different things. It's been pretty awesome. And so I'm just looking forward to it and get back out there with my friend.
Last question here, just looking at going to Minnesota and finding an apartment, finding a house there. What has the process been like, and when do you see yourself moving to Minnesota?
I plan to move sometime in July. Just trying to figure out whenever my girlfriend feels comfortable to move out with the baby. We're looking at houses right now to rent and just to be smart and just stay out of too many busy areas and stay out of the safe type of deal because we have a dog and a baby. So we're just trying to get something with a little yard and just be off and just tucked away and do our little family thing. So I mean, we've been on the Zillow and stuff like that, but I'm going to reach out to some of the people on the team to get referred to some real estate agents and things of that nature, so I can have a good reliable source and be able to know that I'm going to the right areas and staying out of danger and stuff like that. Because I'm not even close to being familiar with the area, so just got to be able to get in contact with somebody that knows it and be able to help us grow and figure out where we want to go.
Well, hopefully Minnesota becomes your home for a long time, and I know we're excited to have you, and hopefully I'll be able to see you soon up there at the TCO Performance Center in Minnesota. It was great to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. It was an awesome pleasure being here, man. Really appreciate it.